It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Here's Antonio Gibson.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The tackle made by Bruce Irvin. A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He'll air this out deep for Harmon. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Brings up 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's a game.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
So the ball position now at the 3. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Aaron Jones. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Washington, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is Gibson. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Noah Spence able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
56 is the Mike. Let's put him on the button.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And he's able to get it out of there. Returnable for Lockett.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
A gain of
First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Seattle.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Washington nothing.
On first down, Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Carrier.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Play action. It's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And Russell Wilson gets sacked, and he tied for the most sacks in the NFL last season with 48 in total. But Seattle likes to throw the ball deep, so that means you're going to take more time to get the ball downfield. Sometimes the offensive line can't hold up, and he ends up hitting the deck on those plays.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Able to knock it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Antonio Gibson on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, here's Love. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Seahawks.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A give to Jones. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Makes
The point after through the raindrops, up and good.
Washington.
And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
6-yard line.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, Seahawks.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And Jones with a 1st down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
accelerating, and off he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Aaron Jones. Down number 20 on the year, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Running to start the drive is Love.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Love again. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got this down to the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, Wilson looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Now it's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
44-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And it's intercepted.
It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there. As his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The give is to Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was brought down.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Hamilton on the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going left side, it's complete.
Wilson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
Seahawks.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll try the right side with Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Operating from the gun, Wilson. They'll roll him out right, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Haskins from his own end zone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I got you. Mike 56, Mike 56. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't been going. Don't get nervous. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 98 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. We're off to the week. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big run there by Jones. And even 70 yards on the pickup. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second down and goal. Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5.
Wilson.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing third and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Aaron Jones, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And a penalty flag is down here. The kick no good, but they may have sold out a bit too much for the block. Looked like they made contact with him on the follow-through. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Seahawks 31, Washington 8.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Gibson on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Haskins looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. On 1st down, Jones. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
To be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs.
Aaron Jones.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Will Dissly, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
Jason Myers.
Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 38. Washington 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is Gibson. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Here's McKissick. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
A gain of 12 yards.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now fourth down.
4th and goal.
And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Seattle.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On second down, it's Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
On the carry. He was brought down by Fabian Moreau.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take